What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're interacting to the 10th episode of Koikimo. This one's titled Being Prepared to be Hurt. Oh god. I'm going to assume this is probably from Ryo or Arietti's side of things, just because I think, to an extent, I'm sure there's still going to be more to it, but I think Ichika and Tamaru? Did I get it right this time? Tamaru, yeah, I'm finally learning his name. I think they've kind of figured things out. Yes, it's still a bit awkward between them, and that awkwardness will continue for a little bit, probably. But I think the overall hurt of it is mostly over. The only thing that could potentially really hurt is seeing her actually pursue him and be, like, acknowledging of that fact. That might hurt him a lot more as well. But otherwise, I think this could be a Ryo-focused episode because of the being prepared to be hurt. Now that I think he's kind of known, but hasn't really put much consideration of, like, how much it could hurt for Ichika to be seen dating someone 10 years older, or the troubles that might come with that. And it's like, he's kind of been like... And it's all been part of his, his approach to romance, because he is a giddy teenage schoolboy when it comes to romance. He's, like, yes, he has this real-world knowledge and, like, technique and all this stuff, but when it comes to love, he is just another teenage kid. Like, he's fumbling around like most do, making mistakes and missing some of the obvious stuff. But he just happens to be in a 27-year-old body that actually is successful and is, like, respected and all this stuff. So it's just an interesting take on what is otherwise a relatively normal romance type deal. And that's kind of the thing that's bugging people, is because they can't get over the fact that it's a 27-year-old and a 17-year-old high schooler. When in actuality, romance is so nuanced that even a situation like that, which we've been conditioned as people in societies to realize that normally in those situations, it does end up being predatory. It's just all you hear about in news media. You don't hear about the successful times that those relationships work out because, A, people don't really brag about it because society doesn't exactly like it, and B, there's nothing interesting about seeing other people happy. That's the problem with news. Seeing people happy does not really get the same clicks and the same drive from people as all the shitty stuff that's going on in the world. That's why you hear about a lot of shitty situations in media, and why it can be depressing to pay attention to the media, because they report all the bad stuff and very rarely focus on the light stuff, except when it's, like, miracle-worthy almost. So yeah, because of all these situations, we just immediately assume it's going to be a bad relationship, when if you actually take a look at it and take a look at the people involved and how it's been told and how they're going about it, it's so much more wholesome. And that's why I was caught off guard by the show, because I had that natural bias going in, and then it has been well and thoroughly crushed. But this is going to be the point where Ryo... Well, the Crunchyroll thumbnail has him talking to Master. At least they're in a scene together, which is good. I'm hoping there is a scene between them, like a proper talking scene between them, because I think he needs to confide in a friend like Masuda right now, whether is he doing the right thing? Is it fair on me to be chasing her like this? Like, I think he needs an honest, like, friend answer, whether that be a supportive friend or a critical friend or whatever. As long as he's actually getting something out of it, I think that will help him out a lot, because he is worrying about this now. It took Arietti to make him worry because he was just head over heels, but he is finally getting to that point. Being prepared to be hurt might also apply to Arietti in this instance, because she knows she's being a bit unreasonable to say, won't I do? Because she knows she's probably losing already, because he is infatuated with her. He sees the way he talks about her and, like, everything that's going on. So she kind of knows that his heart is not on me. Whilst we are similar, and my heart is so set on him, his heart is not on me, and I doubt I could change that. So maybe it's from her perspective as well. It could apply to both. But I'm very excited to see where this goes. We've got the last 3 episodes now of the show, including this one. We'll have 2 more episodes, and then that will be the show over. One of the first shows to complete this season. I don't think it's it should be the first, but I think some others might end sooner. Just taking a look. No, actually, this might be the first show to end of the season. Oh, how about Summon the Demon Lord is going to be the first, actually, I think. Or will they end roughly at the same time? No, Demon Lord ends first, then this. Okay. So Demon Lord is first because it's only a 10-episode show. Then this one because it was broadcast a week early, and then the rest of the shows was following. Okay. But yeah, these last 3 episodes can be very interesting. I'm still surprised they didn't bring the dad in as a more prominent figure of drama. Maybe they will right at the end here, just to compound that issue. But I don't think that's likely. It does seem odd that they'd mention him and not really have him play a major role, though, so I'm still expecting him to an extent. Maybe not as big of a drama into the final episodes as I expected, but he'll probably be a factor in some way. At least he'll think about his dad and be like, is my dad really going to approve? Like, his dad's not going to approve of this sort of relationship, is he? Maybe he'd be happy his son's actually, like, being honest with his own feelings. I don't know if he's the type of dad for that. We haven't really met him too much, but... Anyway, I'm going to load the episode up here because I'm very curious to see where this one ends up going. So, as per usual, these are tire-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphogear G, and Local Horizon Season 2. We also have movie reactions, and if you go to my Patreon right now, you'll see one of my latest posts is the movie poll for June. There'll be a list of 6 movies on there that you can vote on for me to watch this month. It will probably end up being on a Saturday since that's my empty day and that seems to be the best day to kind of fit shows in. We also have a special on the 5th, which is the Princess Principal Crown Handler movie, a 50-minute movie. So it's kind of like 2 episodes glued together essentially, but it's the 6-part movie series of Princess Principal that I've been very excited for. But yeah, here on YouTube we do time-based. So bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Play Isai episode, Isai episode, and we should be in sync. We're watching this one on Crunchyroll, as all shows today came out on Crunchyroll. No logos or anything, we're just going to go straight into the episode from a fade-in, I think. You can use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. That should help you sync it up as well. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Yep, Ariete. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. I love that small little bit of lighting that they had over them there. Oof. Well, it ended about as well as it could have, I suppose. Again, not gonna just be content with confessing, still try. Very similar to Tamaru in that respect. Can't think of anyone else. I don't even know if it's... I don't even know if she's too worried about that right now. Oh, poor Arity. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Drink that pain away. It's not healthy, but some people can cope with that. This is where your brain starts taking everything you said and heard and turned it bad. Oh, great. He is coming back. OP time. Too upbeat and OP for what just happened, but still. Oh god, Dad is coming back, huh? I mean, that's giving us an out, right? I think the worst thing that could happen here is now Ryo sees this as an out. Dad's coming back. I could be causing Ichika some pain. If I put some distance between us to kind of ease her worries, stay away from Dad as well. I hope he doesn't take that course of action, but he might think of that. Be interesting to see how Ichika reacts if he did start leaving her alone, though. I'm curious. They are bringing the dad back, at least. Such good OP. I wonder if there'll actually be any scenes between him and the dad or not. I wonder if there'll be any Ichika scenes with the dad. Probably not. Was she picking out his pin and him picking out her little, like, pendant thing? It's a nice little detail if it is. Being prepared to be hurt. Oh, God. I'm not prepared. That's a airmail thing. What's this? Okay. Ugh. Ugh. Tough to do that, huh? Yeah. I think you did well. Yeah, we are going to have a proper scene with these two. Uh-huh. Hmm. Hmm. Gonna say it, okay. Does Master know? I'm assuming he knows of the father situation. Mm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. It probably would be, but Is Master gonna say anything here? Obviously. Wow. I mean, yeah. Hmm. 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 Interesting. That was a nice little moment between these two. I mean, I like that little friendship. We don't get much of it, but I like it. Hmm. Hmm. I love how they incorporate little background characters like that into it just out of nowhere. Like last episode, it said, good luck, super hot business guy. Sure. God, they need to have an honest conversation about it, but how do you even begin to approach that? Ooh. Bit creepy. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Mm. Mm. uh, uh, she's so flustered. Of course. This guy just come out with line after line. Oh boy. Oh boy. Work mode on. I love it. Immediately. Oh, nice. Oh boy. And freeze. How do we play this off? Okay. I mean, it's the easiest way to appease them, even if it's a lie, but trying to explain it. No. Poor Arietti. Poor Arietti. It was probably easier just to lie than actually explain what's going on here, right? Hmm. Hmm. They didn't want. She didn't want to cause you trouble. He actually wanted. Really? Wow. He actually was willing to do that. Hmm. God, they need to have a nice conversation. Hmm. Hmm. He's in his own head now as well. No, he's genuinely worried this time. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Is he actually? Yep, she stops him. Yeah. Hmm. Uh. Very true. That too. Oh, shortbread, yes. Hmm. Oh boy, what's he gonna say? Oh boy. Yeah. Let's not be around the bush too much. Let's just be honest here. Yeah, no, but it might be different. I genuinely do not know what he'll say here. I actually don't know which way he's going. Hmm. He's that dead set. Now it's very awkward for the entirety of this. Uh. Yeah. Hmm. Definitely true. Hmm. Yeah. To her, it will be. Hmm. There come the tears. I feel bad for Ariete, I really do. Just unfortunate. Right. You need resolve to confront your father as well, really. If you can't even confront your own father, how are you going to confront this? That's it, huh? Oh boy. That was a good episode. That was a very good episode. I do feel bad for Ariete, I really do. It's just, it wasn't meant to be. Fall in love with a person that's already in love. It's rough. Alright, next time. High schooler, yes. That makes sense. That makes sense. The show's too good. Like, I think what really exemplifies this show is that Studio Nomad, not the biggest studio in the world. They're taking on a couple more projects recently, and they've had some good success with Dropkick on My Devil. And they've managed to get that out for a few times. They got a couple of seasons out of that. But I think what really shows off how good the material is in this instance, we're not relying on the visuals to really tell much. The visuals are there, they're helpful, and they help convey certain points. But it's not the main draw. It's the wording, it's the atmosphere, and it's the overall mood that they try and portray with each of the conversations. That's what's driving this forward more than any visual aspect of it. And even sound design, to an extent. I do think it's unfortunate that whatever's happened to the sound recording of this anime happened. I wonder what would have happened if there was no COVID and everything was just proceeding normally with this show. Because it feels like something was off with the recording of this show. Maybe it was a stylistic choice, but I highly doubt it. Seems odd that it wasn't fixed, but I guess they had all the voice lines recorded and they didn't want to re-record and delay the show any more than they already had, so it's probably just keep the version you have. But, yeah. The conversations between Ryo and Ariete were great. Having Master and Ryo have their little scene together was great. And then obviously you had Ryo Ichika as per usual. He needs to have an honest discussion with her. Like, outside the pretense of him trying to flirt with her and get him to notice her, he needs to just have an honest conversation with her. It's like, does it bother you that I'm so much older? Like, I think he needs to just outright ask the question at this point. Find a time in which that's appropriate, but I don't know what time that would be. I still think he has to confront his dad as well. Because I think dealing with the age difference is another thing. Dealing with your parents could be another thing as well. Like, yes, you're 27, you don't really need your parents' consent so much. I mean, it helps if you do, though. But yeah. Show is very committed to this route now. And I think it's for the best that it is. The question is if we actually get to the point of, like, working things out by the end of the show. I think we can. And I think it will definitely imply that we get there. Beyond that, obviously, there won't be much. I highly doubt this will have an OVA or a Season 2 in any way. The source material, I think this pretty much is a full adaptation of the source material. I never got a concrete answer, I don't think. Or if I did, I've completely forgotten it. But I wouldn't expect anything beyond that. But yeah, the series is doing very, very well of dealing with this subject. And it's doing it in a way that's different to something like Higehiro that went a different approach with it. This one is trying to be an earnest romance attempt. The other one is, like, exploring some of the more dark and depraved aspects of their entire situations. And we'll get to that as well with this episode, I'm sure. But I like the way they're handling each character and each interaction and anything that has to do with it, basically. I just think it's very, very well done. And if you can keep an open enough mind to not immediately just assume because he's 10 years older he's somehow exploiting her, I think you'll get a good kick out of this show. It's just a case of realizing your own personal or societal bias and actually, just explore who these people are and what their situation is, basically. Because age gaps are a thing. Like, it's just a thing. Age gaps happen all the time. This one's a bit more of a unusual side of it. Maybe not in Japan. I don't know. I don't know the statistics on such things. But like I said, the only time you normally hear about this is when it goes wrong, and when the guy is absolutely being predatory to the younger girl. That's the only time you normally hear about it. So, like I said, bias. But this episode was everything I wanted it to be, and I'm very curious to see how Ryo and Ichika interact next episode. Very, very curious. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that one as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's penultimate episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2021 lineup you can find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.